Today, we're going to show you how to make some extremely affordable rock terrain using XPS foam. It can be used for D&D, wargaming, or even a diorama. But first, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone who liked, subscribed, and commented on my last video. You guys are awesome. I had a lot of fun painting my first mini, and I can't wait to paint my next one. I think it's pretty cool that you guys are joining along for my hobby adventure. But first things first, let's get some rocks painted. I'm your host, Tack, and you're watching Stroke of Luck. Now let's go. Start by cutting your XPS foam to the size that you want. Always be sure to cut away from your hands so you don't accidentally cut yourself. And once you've got your pieces, stack them up. You're going to glue them together with a hot glue gun, but just make sure that your glue gun has just started heating up, because if it's too hot, it's going to melt the foam and it won't stick properly. I like to apply a little pressure as it cools just to give it a little bit of a stronger bond. Next, it's time to sculpt. Grab your hobby knife and start carving away at the foam to give it that rough, rocky texture. The key here is to peel away the foam as you carve it. It really helps create a natural looking rough texture. I also use some sculpting tools just to add a little extra pizzazz. Next, if you've had proper fire safety training, take a lighter or a torch and carefully melt away some of the foam to round off the edges. Just be sure to wear a mask because you don't want to breathe in those fumes, trust me. I've definitely learned that the hard way. The main goal here is to hide the seams and smooth everything out, not to completely melt everything away. Now that your foam is looking nice and crispy, grab some cheap black hobby paint. I'm using Apple Barrel just because it's affordable and it gets the job done. Thin your paint a little bit and apply an even coat all over the foam. And after that's dried, thin your black paint even further. You don't want it to be too thin like a wash, but just enough to fill in all the recesses and any exposed foam. Next, it's time for the dry brushing. Start with a dark gray by mixing a little bit of white in with your black paint. Dry brush the raised areas to bring out those details. Don't buy these brushes I'm using, they're complete garbage. This was my first time using them and they literally fell apart on me. Once the first layer dries, add a little bit more white to your mix for a lighter gray and repeat the dry brushing on the raised areas. This will start to build up those layers of highlights. Now add even more white to your mix to create a light gray and dry brush over the raised areas once again. And for the final highlight, just grab a pure white and dry brush onto the highest points of your rock terrain. This will make those details pop and make everything look crisp. And there you have it. Your rock terrain is ready to go. Remember, these rocks can be customized to fit any tabletop aesthetic that you want. You could add snow, you can make them desert colors, you can make them look like some alien landscape. It's completely up to you. Plus, they're super cheap and you can make them easily and create a full tabletop of terrain for under $15. Let me know in the comments how you think it turned out, and if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We're going to be painting some more minis soon, and I'd love for you to join us as we keep growing and improving our painting skills. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.